Welcome, my dear Geminis, to your reading message from your person. This is just the person you have in mind that you either are in a relationship with or had a past relationship with. And this is just the messages that are coming through from this person at this time. If the messages in the reading do not resonate with you, please go ahead and look at your moon rising and Venus signs, as they could be more relevant for you. Just pulling two oracle cards just to get the general idea, and then I'm going to clarify with tarot. So the first card we get is fertility. So when we get the fertility cards, it could be the literal meaning of like wanting to, perhaps have children and have a family on that side of things. But fertility could actually spread to every area. It could be growing the relationship, taking the relationship to the next step. Fertility has the essence of something bigger, something grander. It's got the seeds of blossoming and blooming. And then we get the card, the vulture spirit, nothing is wasted. So the message coming through is like, no matter what you guys have been through, whatever has happened, the time was not wasted. So let's go ahead and look at our tarot, because that's going to give us far better insight and depth into what this is all about. Right, my lovely Geminis, let's see what we have for you. We've got the Page of Swords. Just make sure you can see everything clearly. We've got the Five of Swords. We've got the King of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the Tower. Okay. Wow, interesting, because there's like a current theme that has been coming through for most of the readings, which is really quite interesting. Okay, so let's see what we have here for you. Okay, so I can see, listen, Gemini, was obviously something that went on here. Once we have the Five of Swords and I've got the Page of Swords, it tells me that there was some disagreement, some arguing, fighting back and forth. There could have been immature behavior on their side, on your side, but this person is definitely acknowledging that this was not a pleasant time. Absolutely not a pleasant time, and they want you to know they're very aware of it. I think they feel they also, that yes, they probably didn't behave very well, but they want you to know that they feel that you didn't behave very well either. They want you to know there's two sides to this, that they might have said things and done things that were not nice, but they want you to know they feel you did the same thing. And what happened was it started to make them feel very guarded and wary, not only about the being hurt, but about the relationship in general. They just because of what went on here, they just letting you know that just gave them such a feeling like, you know what, if this carried on, I'm going to absolutely get hurt, or I'm going to hurt. They're going to hurt you. And they got into a situation where they actually did not know what to do. They had no idea how to manage the situation. They were like, they were out of ideas. They were out of, they were like flawed, completely and absolutely flawed. They want you to know that they feel that nothing was wasted, like their time with you was really good and positive. They learned a lot, and at some point they definitely felt you could go further with them, you could grow with them. But there was some dynamic in this relationship. My dear Geminis, there was some kind of dynamic that probably did not bring out the best in either of you. And they just really want you to know one thing, that it's not just them. They understand that you're disappointed and perhaps a little bit angry with them. And this could also be because of the way it ended. I think this came to a very, very sudden end. It could have been you, it could have been them, but it ended within overnight. 1 minute you were together, and the next minute either you or they said sorry, this is absolutely ridiculous. I'm not carrying on. it's over. A very, very sudden ending. They just want you to know, no matter how it ended, which I think, that's unfortunate. They feel it's a little bit unfortunate, but nothing was wasted, because your time together, they feel they learned a lot, because they're telling you that they learned a lot in terms of they looked at themselves. They've done some work. I've done some work here. A Gemini. This person has done some work. They really reflected about what happened in this relationship with you. They see what they did. They see what happened, and they've done work. I don't know if they've gone to see somebody or if they've just done their own inner work, but this person wants to make sure that this does not happen to them again, because they've, not only did they get hurt, but they didn't want to hurt you, and they feel like they might have hurt you. So they just want you to know they understand exactly what happened. They feel that you were both to blame. This is a big thing that's coming through. And they had no idea how to manage it. They were flawed about what was going on. And like they said, it just kind of ran away from them, and they didn't want anything further. Didn't want it to go darker and deeper. So whatever happened, either way, you can see there's two people who were kind of thrown out of the tower. So I think you were both very, very affected by the ending, the sudden ending of it. Because of course it's just like 1 minute you're in a relationship, but literally like within minutes it's over, and it was completely over. And they're just wanting you to know that they definitely are working on it and want to be a better person, not the person they presented in this relationship. Right, so let's get some more messages from your person. Right, for my lovely Geminis. Oops, let's see what jumped out here. So the first message that comes out is, no one has ever come close to you when it comes to my love. So listen, there was definitely love here. There was especially when the fertility card comes through, I think that it might have ended in not a great way, and the relationship might have progressed into this like fighting and, both sides not bringing out the best in each other. But at the one point, you must know that there was love here, and they really feel that like no one else came close to their love as you do, really. So that this is one thing they really want you to know. And when nothing is wasted, they learned a lot. They gained a lot out of this. And they were going to ensure that they don't make the same mistakes twice. Then we get the message, I wish I could turn back time. Okay, so as they are reflecting and doing their work and going back on what has happened and how things transpired, they kind of wish, wow, they can't, especially if they're coming across now as the King of Wands, I could have managed that so much better. I could have done this, I could have done that. They just wish they, if they knew then what they know now, things would have been so different. And then we get the card, you're better off without me. So they understand that probably whatever this was, this friction that happened between the two of you, and the way it ended, it's probably at this point, there's no going back. And while they're doing their work, and they're still doing their work, they feel that you're probably better off without them, especially because they feel it got to such a point where you did not bring out the best in each other. You probably just saw the worst sides of each other. So there you have it, my lovely Geminis. That is the message that is coming through from your person. I hope it helps. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I'm wishing you all lots and lots of love.